Chapter 18. Inventions of Early Man. The invention of fire. Every morning, our mother serves us breakfast before we go to school. Our lunch is ready when we return from the school. We enjoy our dinner at night and go to bed. It is so easy for our mother to cook food these days because she knows how to light fire and cook food, but it was not possible for the early man to cook food. He had to eat roots and fruits of the plants and raw meat of small animals because he had no knowledge about fire. There is an interesting story behind the discovery of fire. Long, long ago, the life of early man was very hard because he lived in jungles and caves. He had to fight with unsuitable weather conditions for his survival. Sometimes, wild animals attacked him, so he had to kill them for the safety of his life. He gathered roots and fruits of the plants to eat as food. He had to kill animals for their flesh too. He realized the need of tools to dig the soil to get roots of the plants and to kill animals. So he began to use different types of pointed stones, bones and sticks to make his tools. Then one day, the early man saw a big part of a jungle in fire. Most of the animals ran away in fear, but some of them could not escape and got roasted. The smell of the roasted flesh of the burnt animals was very good. The early man discovered the way to make fire accidentally. One day, he was rubbing two stones together to make pointed tools. Suddenly, he noticed that little sparks coming out of it set dry leaves on fire. In this way, he came to know the technique of making fire. Gradually, the early man began to use fire in different ways. He learned that fire could be used for heating and lighting his cave. He also learned that fire could keep dangerous animals away from him. Thus, the discovery of fire made the early man's life easy and comfortable. Now, he began to worship it as it proved to be very useful for him. In course of time, the early man started using fire for other purposes such as baking bricks, in melting iron, etc. In the beginning, man used only wood or leaves to make fire. As the time passed, he started using coal to burn fire. These days, we can light fire using a matchbox or a lighter. Nowadays, people also use natural gas, gobar gas and kerosene to produce fire. We use fire as a means to produce energy in big factories, to run machines and to drive steam engines. The discovery of fire played an important role in making our lives easy and comfortable. But this wonderful discovery of mankind can also prove very destructive if it is not handled with proper care. The invention of wheel. The invention of wheel is one of the greatest inventions of man. The early man invented the wheel all of a sudden when one day he saw a tree trunk rolling down the slope of a mountain. This invention changed his life completely and made it easier and comfortable. Before the invention of wheel, the early man hunted animals for food by running after them. After killing the animals, he had to carry them on his back or had to pull them along the ground. When he became a farmer and began to tame animals, he started using animals to pull or carry heavy loads. Gradually, he learned to make a sledge which had no wheels and was pulled by dogs and other animals. Fact file: sledges were carts without wheels at the time of early man. One day, he discovered that a thick and round tree trunk could roll only by a slight push. Now, he began to place round logs under his load and carried it anywhere he wanted very easily. As the time passed, the early man learned to make simple carts which had wheels made of wooden pieces of equal size. Now, the early man began to carry his goods from one place to another very easily, and traveling to distant places also became possible for him. Later, He converted a simple wheel into a potter's wheel and a spinning wheel. Before the invention of wheel, people made rough earthen pots with their hands. The pots were not so beautiful, but now people began to make fine and beautiful pots with the help of the potter's wheel. Similarly, the spinning wheel helped people to spin and produce thread for weaving the cloth. With the passage of time, different types of improved wheels were made, and they were used in different types of vehicles and machineries. We use wheel as a pulley to pull water out of a well. A Persian wheel also uses the wheel. It is used for irrigating the fields. We can say that the discovery of wheel has been very useful for the mankind. Fact file. The first bicycle was invented by Macmillan. Points to remember. Early man lived in jungles and caves and ate fruits and roots of plants and the meat of animals. Early man made fire by rubbing two stones together. Nowadays, we use fire to produce energy. The invention of wheel is one of the greatest inventions of man. The early man converted the simple wheel into a potter's wheel and a spinning wheel. Different types of wheels are used in different vehicles and machineries.